Hello, and thank you for participating in our Stakeholders webinar series. The Greene County Planning and Zoning staff is beginning the process of changing our zoning ordinance. Staff has created this webinar series in-house instead of using an outside consultant because we want the zoning ordinance revisions to be a reflection of the local community. As property owners, business owners, and project developers, you have local knowledge and experience that is critical to developing a successful and realistic plan. Through the Comprehensive Plan and Ruckersville Small Area Plan, the citizens have asked that the zoning focus changes from a traditional approach of separating uses and structures to an approach that creates an interconnected, accessible community center that builds a sense of place. Staff has created this webinar series to show the existing conditions, the potential scope or study area where the new regulations will be implemented, and to share and receive ideas regarding how to create the desired sense of place. This is the second in a series of 3 short webinars, and it focuses on the existing conditions and community vision. The first webinar reviews the history of local zoning and the proposed study area. Every journey must have a starting point. For a planning process to be successful, there must be a clear understanding of the unique conditions that exist in the study area. The planning team reviewed various sources of information to develop an existing conditions assessment. Sources include relevant planning documents, existing and forecasted demographic trends, transportation facilities and traffic data, land use, zoning and environmental constraints, historic assets, and economic indicators. The planning team reviewed several existing planning documents, including the 2016 Greene County Comprehensive Plan, the Ruckersville Small Area Plan, the Greene County Regional Water Supply Plan, the 2009 Greene County Multimodal Transportation Corridor Study, the 2035 Rural Long Range Transportation Plan, and the 2008 Greene County Park Master Plan. As discussed in the first webinar, zoning regulations are one of the most important tools used to encourage the development of the community in ways that help create the vision outlined in the comprehensive plan. Zoning is used by localities to help regulate the land use of a specified area. Parcels are classified or zoned into one of 14 zoning districts from the Greene County Zoning Ordinance, which establish what land use activities can and cannot occur on the specified property. The current zoning ordinance practices traditional Euclidean zoning and separates each use and parcel independently, rather than focusing on how each part fits into an overall community plan. The total acreage for each of the existing zoning districts in the study area can be found in the chart shown. The comprehensive plan land use maps identify specific planned dense growth areas along with those areas the citizens wish to maintain in a natural rural appearance. The land cover map provides a snapshot of what conditions exist on the ground today in the study area. The land cover data for the Commonwealth of Virginia was developed by the State Geographic Information Network using remote sensing data and classifies land cover into 12 categories. We reviewed the available demographic data and trends available for the Ruckersville study area. This included data from the U.S. Census American Community Survey, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and the Weldon Cooper Center for Public Services. The total population in Greene County has steadily been increasing since the year 2000. There has been a 19% increase that occurred in the decade between 2000 and 2010. Since 2009, the population is increasing on average by 1% each year. The population projections from the Weldon Cooper Center for Public Service show that by 2040, Greene County should expect a total population of 26,596, which is a 29% increase compared with the 2015 population estimate. Two particular age groups, youth defined by population age of 20 to 35 years and the elderly age 65 years and older, have different patterns of change over the past few years. The youth population had not experienced major changes until 2014, when there was a 6.5% increase. The elderly population has been increasing steadily by an average of about 6% each year. The Ruckersville area, defined by the three census block groups, accounts for nearly 40% of Greene County's total population. In recent years, the total population in the Ruckersville area has increased at a faster pace compared with the rest of Greene County, marking a 4.3% growth in 2014 and a 7.1% increase in 2015. Data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics shows that as of 2018, retail trade, accommodations and food services, construction, as well as professional and technical services are the top industries providing job opportunities in Greene County. Industry sections such as construction, retail trade, professional and technical services, as well as accommodations and food services have the highest number of establishments in the county. Data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics shows that the employment has been increasing steadily since 2013 in Greene County. The top commute destinations map shows where residents of Ruckersville are commuting to for employment. This data comes from the U.S. Census American Communities Survey. Albemarle County is the #1 destination, followed closely by the city of Charlottesville. Many residents are employed within Greene County as well. Using the U.S. Census map tool, the project team was able to look specifically at commuting patterns for the Ruckersville area. 1,197 residents commute into Ruckersville for employment. 169 both live and work in Ruckersville, and 2,924 people live in Ruckersville but commute to other destinations for employment. The Charlottesville Metropolitan Statistical Area includes most of the top commute destinations for Ruckersville workers. The top occupations in Charlottesville are concentrated in the service sector and healthcare services sector due to the presence of the UVA health systems. The average annual daily traffic, or AADT, is a measure of traffic volume on a section of roadway. AADT data is collected by the Virginia Department of Transportation using electronic counting equipment placed in the roadway. Counts are normally conducted during the week, Tuesday to Thursday, to represent typical weekday traffic volumes. AADT data can be useful for making future roadway improvements that reduce congestion on highly trafficked highway road segments. The section of US 29 south of the US 33 intersection sees the highest average daily traffic volumes, between 18,000 and 33,000 vehicles, while the section of US 29 north of the US 33 intersection sees slightly less average traffic volumes. US 33 west towards Standardsville has an average daily traffic volume consistent with the northern sections of US 29, and as expected, the smaller collector roads see significantly less average daily traffic volumes. Volume to capacity ratio measures a roadway's actual ability to accommodate traffic in relation to what the roadway was designed to handle. Dividing A road segment's volume by its capacity results in its VC ratio. A VC ratio that is equal to or greater than 1 represents a segment that is operating over its intended capacity, resulting in significant traffic delays. The map shows the 2014 VC ratios. Portions of US 29 below the 29 and 33 intersection are at or near capacity. The projected VC ratio map below uses model assumptions to predict future changes in VC ratios based on population projections. The vast majority of the road segments in the study area remain close to their 2014 values. However, one segment along Matthew Mill Road shows a projected increase. The Virginia Department of Transportation collects and provides data regarding vehicle crash location and severity. This crash hotspots map was created using VDOT vehicle crash data from the years 2011 through 2017. Areas with a high frequency of crashes and high severity are identified by the red and orange colors on the map. The Comprehensive Plan and Ruckersville Small Area Plan public meetings and work sessions provided citizens the opportunity to express the community vision. The Comprehensive Plan vision outlines the future that the citizens of Greene envision. The Ruckersville Small Area Plan further details the vision, including creating an identifiable town center that is both residential and commercial, where Greene citizens can work, live, and play. The purpose of this webinar series is to receive input on how Greene can develop a community-based action plan to achieve the goals outlined in the comprehensive plan. We want your feedback. The list of questions here is just a conversation starter. Please add any thoughts that you may have. All input is welcome. Please use the following contact information to share your ideas. We cannot develop a successful community-based plan without your input. Thank you for taking time to participate. There are 2 more short webinar series covering existing conditions and vision and creating regulations. Once the data is collected from the webinar responses and compiled, we will host public sessions to discuss the results and create a plan for revising the zoning regulations.